I do know that you don't want to stop. By your own testimony, you're not even trying to stop. Not really.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't want to stop.
Then why are you so hard on these plans? Maybe they would work if you put some effort into it.
You want me to walk around with Band-Aids on all my fingers?
I mean...
What am I going to look like if I got Band-Aids on all my fingers? How am I going to text? Can't text with Band-Aids on your fingers.
So what did the bipolar say to the schizophrenic? You're in the right place to find out.
Hey everyone, my name is Michelle Hammer and I live with schizophrenia.
I'm Gabe and I'm bipolar, and we want to shout out our sponsor, BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month just by going to betterhelp.com/BSP22. Michelle.
What's wrong?
What are you doing?
I'm biting my nails. 1 minute. I gotta stop. I can't stop. It's a bad habit I have.
No. You do this a lot, actually, and you always say it's a bad habit, and I want to call you out on this. I guess it's a bad habit of sorts, but it's actually a body-focused repetitive behavior. It's a BFRB.
Why you gotta turn my nail biting into some big mental thing? I just bite my nails. Why you gotta make it such a big thing? Because
you know how I twirl my hair and you tell me that it makes me look crazy? And that's actually trichotillomania, which is in the BFRB category, the body-focused repetitive behaviors. And it's actually really serious because before I got it treated, I would literally pull clumps out. Do you bite your nails clean off? I mean, how damaging is this to you?
Oh, it's bad. I bite them. I bite the cuticles. I bite till I bleed. It's terrible. And my toenails.
Wait, what?
My toenails. You don't even know how flexible I am. Watch this.
No. I don't. No. You put your feet in your mouth?
What's wrong with that? It's nails. Nails are nails. It's a nail. Your hands touch more things than your feet do. Your hands don't wear socks. Your feet wear socks. I'm not the only one that does it. Don't pretend like it's only me. I know other people that do it, but I've been doing it my whole life.
This is the very difficult part about acceptance, right? On one hand, you're right. I find feet so disgusting, and I know there's a whole internet that disagrees with me, but sticking your foot in your mouth just seems so gross to me. But you're right. I don't want to shame people for the body-focused repetitive behavior part, but when did you start this? Let's just put the focus on you, Michelle. When did you notice that you had this?
I've been doing this my entire life. I've always been biting my nails. I've always been biting my cuticles. I've always been biting my toenails. I've always been biting everything ever. I've never not done it. And then, as you know, my grandmother Blanche, she had quite the chin hair. I've inherited the same thing. So I've got to tweeze and pick and tweeze and pick and tweeze and pick. And I can feel one right now. And I want to get it so badly, but we're podcasting and I can't get it.
Listen.
And I just want to tweeze it out and tweeze it out and pick and just tweeze. And I can't stop. And all these remedies, none of them work. They're all nonsense.
Okay. So many questions. Michelle, the beauty industry in this country, I don't think I could find a magazine that would tell a woman not to tweeze a facial hair or a hair in many different places, just legs, breasts. I mean, the hair removal industry is $1 billion industry. Why have you decided that this idea of wanting to de-blanch your chin is part of some sort of mental issue? Why isn't it just a beauty issue?
I pick till I bleed.
Have you ever brought this up with a therapist or a mental health provider?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, but you just said that it causes you pain, right? You pick till you bleed. You bite your nails till you bleed. Well, you're chewing your feet for Pete's sake.
I have no problem with it. Other people see a problem with it.
See,
I can't just bite my toenails in front of other people. I've done it before, and they say, "What are you doing?"
In a way, I understand what you're saying. I started twirling my hair. And that's what I always called it, hair twirling, right around puberty. I just started playing with it. And it started off small. I would just kind of twirl it in my hands. And then it turned into ripping. And then I'd get the bald patches. And I frankly didn't care. I enjoyed it. It was sort of a coping mechanism for me. But the people around me really hated it. It really disturbed them.
So are BFRBs our problem or other people's problems?
Well, so they can be two things, right? I was literally pulling patches of my hair out. You're literally bleeding. I mean, doesn't that disturb you? Doesn't it? You're harming yourself. I recognize that it's low level harm.
I gotta get the hair.
But what about the biting your nails? What are you getting there? What about biting your toenails? What are you fixing there?
They're too long. They gotta be shorter.
Okay, but you recognize that you can trim your toenails and your fingernails without biting them and without bleeding.
Sometimes you don't have a nail file on you. But sometimes you got to get the cuticle and you got to get everything around it, and it's got to be smooth and it has to be nice and it has to be perfect. Sometimes they bleed, but you got to get it done. You got to make sure it's all good so that it's perfect and everything lines up right. And sometimes when you got to do something, sometimes you got to pull it a little too far, and sometimes it goes too far and then you just bleed sometimes. It happens, whatever, it goes, but you got to get it, and that's just how it is. Oh, well.
First off, I apologize, Michelle, because I know I'm trying not to act disgusted, but sincerely, you put your feet in your mouth and you say that it's so that you don't have long toenails. Okay, but you recognize that it's hurting you. You're bleeding, and you say, well, sometimes you don't have a nail file or nail clippers. Okay, but if you did have a nail file or nail clippers, is that your preferred method, or is biting them your preferred method?
Biting.
Right. So that hogwash about, sometimes you don't have nail clippers is just bullshit. You prefer to eat your nails, which causes you physical pain.
I'm not swallowing my nails.
You.
I don't swallow them.
Who cares? That would just be further along the spectrum, really irrelevant to the fact that you are causing yourself pain and injury.
I'm not really in that much pain. I mean, like my fingers, I just got to get all the cuticles and then they start bleeding around them. Like you can kind of see it right now. I have some bloody fingers.
So
like
listen,
there.
While you were talking, thanks, please get your hand out of my face. While you were talking, I Googled body focused repetitive behaviors, BFRBs, and they are defined as, I'm reading this literally from WebMD, BFRBs, body focused repetitive behaviors, are intense urges like biting, picking, and pulling that can cause damage. As many as 1 in 20 people have a BFRB, and they can be dismissed and are often dismissed as bad habits. They share some symptomology with obsessive compulsive disorder, apparently, but they are not the same. Now, for example, you have the biting, right? And I have the hair pulling. And both of us, Gabe and Michelle, have defined this as just bad behavior. But again, clumps of my hair have been yanked out. I will literally not work so that I can focus on yanking my hair out. This harms me. My thing is called trichotillomania. I have no idea what the hell your thing is called, but my thing is called trichotillomania.
I looked it up. Skin picking is called excoriation disorder.
I have no idea if you're pronouncing that right, but good on you for trying.
Yeah, excoriation disorder. That's what I found. But look, I also looked up ways to fix this, and they're all a bunch of nonsense. Listen, do not bite your nails, right? Band-Aids. First of all, what am I going to do? Put Band-Aids on all of my fingers? How am I going to text? Can't text with Band-Aids on your fingers.
Yes. This is where the age difference between Gabe and Michelle really comes in hard. How are you going to text wasn't even on my radar. And that's the first thing that you thought about. Really? That's why this method won't work?
And also, okay, there's another one that I've tried before. Bad taste nail polish. I've tried bad taste nail polish. You know what happened? I got used to the bad taste polish, started liking the bad taste polish, and was just biting my nails anyway. Plus, if you get like food stuck in your teeth and you pick it out or something like that, you then have the bad taste nail polish in your mouth. Also, the bad taste nail polish, if you get it on your cuticles, it dries out your cuticles and then you start picking them more.
It's interesting to me that you've both described this as not a problem, no big deal, and something that you like to do, and you've tried some of these methods to quit.
Because everyone tells me to quit. So I've tried. Done all these things. It doesn't work. Oh, and then I also read a thing. Put vitamin E on your cuticles. Oh, yeah.
How is that helpful?
Dude, you're going to have oil all over your fingers. What are you doing with oil all over your fingers? Another one, you can't text with oil all over your fingers.
This all comes back to texting.
Yes. And then when it's off, your cuticles are all nice and great for you to bite. Oh, and then my favorite one. This is always my favorite way to fix everything when people say this one. Meditation.
Oh, God. It's like the yoga.
I love when people say the fix is meditation.
Do yoga.
Yeah, do yoga.
Do yoga and you won't have bipolar, schizophrenia, or depression anymore.
Yeah. If you meditate, you won't bite your nails anymore.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's going to work. Yeah, meditate.
It always comes, for some reason, it always comes down to like mindfulness, meditation, and yoga. I don't know why that is, but I don't know if those are good ideas or bad ideas. I really don't. I've never tried them. I can't comment, but I do know that you don't want to stop. I don't think there's any method that's going to work if you don't want it to work. And by your own testimony, you don't want it to work. You're not even trying to stop. Not really.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't want to stop.
Then why are you so hard on these plans? Maybe they would work if you put some effort into it.
You want me to walk around with Band-Aids on all my fingers?
I mean,
what am I going to look like if I got Band-Aids on all my fingers?
See, that is the thing that you said to me and that Lisa has said to me and that the people around me have said to me about the hair twirling. What does it look like, Gabe, to be somebody living with bipolar disorder that's ripping your hair out in public? That's what made me work really, really hard to stop. Like, sincerely, that was my motivation. My motivation was not to harm myself, not to rip out my hair. It was, I didn't want to represent people living with bipolar disorder by, quote, looking crazy. And I'm making the air quotes. And you're saying that, hey, you don't want to walk around with Band-Aids on your fingers because you'll look nuts. Let's just call it how it is. You'll look nuts.
Everyone's going to be like, why do you have Band-Aids on your fingers?
But don't you think you look nuts chewing on your fingernails?
No.
I mean, you're a grown woman. You're sitting there in public just eating your fingers. I'm assuming that you don't eat your toenails in public.
No.
Do you pull that out on a date?
No. What are you, crazy?
I mean, I'm not, look, I don't know your dating life.
No, I don't bite my toenails on a date.
Do you bite your toenails in front of anybody?
Not anymore. Not
anymore. What made you stop?
Other people being disgusted.
Okay, so you do recognize that there's it's kind of gross.
I have 2 best friends that do the same thing.
I'm trying to be supportive. I am.
2 of my best friends bite their toenails too. It's not as uncommon as you think it is. Can you even put your feet towards your mouth? Are you even flexible enough for that?
You want me to try, don't you?
I do. I want to see that right now.
Listen, I'm not going to put my toenails in my mouth, but I'm going to see if I can touch my nose with my foot. All right?
Okay.
So I'm going to have to push myself away from the mic. So you're going to have to describe what is happening.
Okay.
To the listeners. All right, here we go.
Okay. Gabe is backed up.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, he's backed up. He's lifting his foot up. It's not even... Oh, he can do it.
I can do it.
You did it. He did it. The giant man did it. You can do it. You're flexible.
Woo!
You're flexible. You did it.
I am one step closer to chewing on my nails.
Yes.
Can you believe that? You didn't think I could do it, did you?
I didn't think you could do it.
Yeah. I got some surprises left in me, don't I?
You do. I'm impressed.
It hurts. It hurts so bad.
Does it?
My leg is on fire.
Like I could sit like this forever.
Michelle has now have her ankle behind her neck. I did get my big toe. She's got both ankles behind her neck, ladies and gentlemen. This show has taken a very, very, very serious turn. To get the show back on track while Michelle unpretzels, we did some slight research. It's not a lot. We're not great. We're for entertainment purposes only. But we looked into the causes of this. And it really does come down to, it becomes a coping mechanism for people to deal with stress or anxiety. Now, there's all kinds of other, theories, chemical imbalances, and we don't truly know the cause of many things, even like bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. But for me, twirling my hair relieves stress and anxiety. Michelle, is picking at your skin, is biting your nails, does this relieve stress and anxiety for you?
Oh, yeah. If I'm stressed out, I have to bite my nails, or I get stressed out if my nails aren't what I want them to be. Like right now, like my thumb right here, it's like rough at the top, and it's bothering me so much. I need to do something about it. And if I don't do something about it soon, I'm going to freak out.
One of the things when I was trying to stop twirling my hair was to keep a really, really short haircut so I can't get a hold of it. I get my haircut like every 2 weeks and keep it really closely cropped, and that's thankfully worked for me. But I'd like to have my hair longer. I think I'd look better with my hair longer, especially as I get older and my forehead wrinkles up. I'd like to not have this giant billboard, which is for rent.
You want bangs?
I mean, I don't know if I want bangs. I just, I used to have a ponytail. Okay, so you're saying this might be the best look for me anyway.
Yeah, do not grow your hair longer. And I want you to guess how many haircuts I get a year.
I'm going to go with 0. Any woman that chews her toenails is probably
so
not.
So I never get haircuts? I never get haircuts?
I mean, I'm one. You get one a year.
Yes, I get one haircut a year.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know why. Nobody's surprised by that. You cut it yourself, don't you?
No, I don't.
Does your mom cut your hair?
No.
Who cut your hair?
I forget her name. This nice girl.
Does she have a license?
Yes, I go to the salon.
Do you really?
Yes.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is not a crisis line, and it's not self-help. Instead, it's professional therapy done securely online. BetterHelp will determine your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist in under 48 hours. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room, as with traditional therapy. Visit betterhelp.com/BSP22 and get 10% off your first month. Join the over 2 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. Go to betterhelp.com/BSP22.
And we're back discussing body-focused repetitive behaviors.
Let me ask you this. One of the solutions that we both read was to substitute the behavior. Like, for example, when I was trying to quit, people gave me like a lot of koosh balls, a lot of like squeeze balls. And the koosh ball was specifically so I could twist the thing. They gave me little like rabbit's feet because it has that fur. Have you tried to substitute the behavior? So instead of chewing on your nails and I don't know, you chew on a rabbit's foot?
Well, I've tried to get my nails done. And that sometimes works, but, nail polish doesn't last forever.
When you have the nail polish on, do you twirl less?
Twirl?
Yeah. So, yeah, you twirl your nails, I bite my hair, whatever. When you have the nail polish on, do you bite less?
Yes, I bite them less when I have nail polish on, but, nail polish chips, and your nails do grow, and then, you have the whole thing of you're chipping, you're now picking your nail polish off your nails.
Do you bite or chew any other part of your body?
No.
It's just the nail beds, both feet and hands.
Yes.
And you pick. You actually like use your fingers and pull, or do you use instruments?
My fingers.
Just your fingers. But it causes bleeding, but you've never thought to mention this to a mental health professional.
Nah.
Are you starting to regret that decision? Do you think maybe you should?
Well, what are they going to tell me to do? Put Band-Aids on my fingers?
I don't know, but honestly, because Google let you down, all of medical professional knowledge is bullshit. I mean, come on, what are you doing here?
Well, Gabe, I was a very...
No.
I watched a credible source. It was Dr. Oz. It was Dr. Oz, that credible source of Dr. Oz.
That's great.
Dr. Oz told me to put some Band-Aids on my fingers.
But people do this to you about schizophrenia all the time.
You know that Dr. Oz, he's one smart man, that man.
You recognize that you're doing the same thing that the anti-psychiatry folks do to us in our email boxes all the time, where they tell us that by taking meds we're bad and that schizophrenia is fake and that bipolar disorder is just bullshit designed to control us, and we don't actually have mental illness that was just made up as a mechanism to keep us down. And we always say like, well, why do you think so? And they're like, because I Googled it and because I saw one thing on Google, YouTube, whatever, and now I will not discuss this with a medical professional. And normally you call those people effing morons. But now when I say, hey, why aren't you mentioning your body-focused repetitive behavior to a mental health professional? You're like, well, what am I going to do? I Googled it and there's no answer there.
No. I've bit my nails in front of medical professionals and they don't say anything.
Biting your nails and bleeding are different. First off, I refuse to believe that there is a medical professional out there that would see you whip off your shoe, your sock, stick your foot in your mouth, and eat the nail until you started to bleed that wouldn't think, yeah, something's wrong here. Really?
Well, you know what? I doubt there's no medical professional that would see you take off your hat and see that it's red-haired that would be like you're a giant leprechaun.
I really thought for a moment that you were going to say take off your hat and have like bald patches where you pulled your hair and keep on theme. but then it went left. It went straight to leprechaun. Is it because I'm wearing a green shirt and have red hair?
You know what was even funnier earlier when you were talking about having, squish toys or whatever they are, and you held it up, your stress ball, like everyone listening can actually see your stress ball?
I was showing you the stress ball.
I know what a stress ball looks like, but you held up the stress ball like everyone listening can actually see the stress ball. Like, oh yeah, people got me stress balls. And you held it up like everyone looks and sees your stress ball. Nobody can see your stress ball. Everyone knows what a stress ball is, but you still held it up like, yeah, I got a magical stress ball to stop me from pulling out my hair. You know what, Gabe? Let me show you all the Band-Aids that I have that I'm going to put on all of my fingers, and then I'll never be able to text you again. Wait, let me get some clear nail polish that have bad taste on it. I'll put it all over my fingernails. I'm going to show you all about it. Why don't we just have a whole thing? I'll take pictures of my nails every single day, and you can see the growth and the ungrowth, and we'll track out my progress. Is that what you want to do? Track my nail bed progress.
Yes, that is exactly what you should do with a professional. I know that this was designed to mock me, that has not gone unnoticed, but you've hit on what you need to do. Tracking this, figuring out when you bite, what triggers you to bite. Is it because of joy, happiness, sadness, stress, anxiety? What causes it? Figuring all that out, that is what you would work with a therapist to help curve BFRBs. Also, again, we are not doctors. I want to be very clear on this. There are some medications that can help lower anxiety, which leads to some of this, and on and on and on. There is a huge amount of help for people with BFRBs. And some of that does include, because of modern technology, taking a picture of your nail beds every single day to show yourself and your medical professional, your therapist, whomever you're working with, the exact damage that you're doing. Because you keep talking about it in the abstract. You're like, oh, I bite my nails. It's a bad habit. Sometimes I bleed. But if you really compared healthy nail beds to your bleeding that you ate your flesh and you compared it side by side, I think maybe that you would find that it is disturbing. The other thing that I want to say is you're constantly holding up your artwork to me, and I know what your damn artwork looks like. You're so proud that you can draw. I can draw.
What are you talking about? Why are you bringing that up?
Why do you even bring it into the studio?
No, let me tell you.
Why? And another thing, why are you always wearing your clothes? Literally, right now, you're wearing a shirt that says, "Don't be paranoid, you look great," which I know you're immediately going to say, available on schizophrenic.nyc.
It is. It's available on Schizophrenic NYC. Don't be paranoid, you look great. It's a great
Yeah,
shirt.
but nobody can see you. Why are you wearing that shirt for an audio podcast?
I have no other clothing.
No.
This or naked. Whatever you want. You want me naked, Gabe? Is that what this all was? Is that what this whole plan was? You want me to see me naked?
This went in a disturbing direction, ladies and gentlemen. It is interesting to me what you said about it makes other people uncomfortable. I do want to revisit that. And I really do think about what everybody warns me about when they say, you look crazy when you do it. This does speak to me a bit because I do think that sometimes people with mental illness were told to stop doing things, not for our benefit, but because it makes the people around us more comfortable. And one of the things that you do a lot, Michelle, is you rock, and you're doing it right now. And as you know, the stereotype of the crazy person is, sitting, rocking back and forth, probably chewing their nails. And the rocking doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt anybody. But I know that people have said to you before, sitting alone in a corner and rocking back and forth makes you look crazy. And that is a really, really good example of how you're not hurting anybody and they're trying to get you to stop. But do you really think making yourself bleed, picking your skin, hurting yourself with tweezers, and the rocking to soothe yourself are in the same category? I mean, sincerely, honestly.
You make a good point. I don't know. I'll think about it. One time I went to get a pedicure and my toe had some blood on it. And the lady was just like...
Just one time? Just one time, Michelle?
Well, I don't usually get pedicures, actually. So the lady goes, "What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I was playing sports."
Just out of curiosity, why did you lie? If there's no big deal and you don't care, why didn't you just say, "I was chewing my feet"?
Well, she was very judgmental.
But what do you care? You're the great Michelle Hammer.
I don't know. She was like, "Ah!"
You one time told me off in front of a room filled with people, but now you're shy in New York City, your home turf, against the woman that you're going to pay to, I don't know, saw your claws, your feet claws. Then you got shy?
I mean, they tell me a lot of stuff. when I get my nails done. They're always yelling at me.
What are they yelling at you for?
I get yelled at a lot when I get my nails done. Don't take the cuticle. Don't use your cuticle. We do the cuticle. You come in here. You don't do it yourself. You come here. We do it. You don't do it.
Do you listen?
No.
Well, but do you care?
Why am I going to get my nails? No, I don't care because it's expensive to always get your nails done. I'm not going there all the time.
Do you tell them that you only get your hair cut once a year and that this is it? You'll see them, next summer?
I only get my nails done when there's an event.
Like what kind of an event?
A wedding.
Whose wedding?
I went to a wedding a few months ago. I had to get my toenails and my nails. It was a whole thing.
Did you flip your hair?
No, I got my hair done. I had to get all this. I had to spend so much money on this stupid wedding. I had to buy the bridesmaid's dress. I had to get it tailored. I had to get my nails done, my toes done. I had to go to the bachelorette party. I had to pay for all of that, so I didn't give her a gift.
Who was this?
My best friend.
Wow. You guys must be close.
We're very close.
Uh-huh. Does she know that you didn't get her a gift?
I'm sure she's well aware, but she knows how much money I spent on her.
This is love.
It is love.
I know that if my best friend was like, I did a lot for you, so I am taking payment and I am not giving you a gift.
I paid a lot of money to get my hair and makeup done for her wedding. That's the gift. I looked beautiful for her. There you go.
I am struggling with this from your unique point of view, Michelle, because the beauty standards for women are different. They just are. When your nails are just all clawed up from biting and bleeding and just torn to shit, this becomes two problems for you. One, it does fall under the BFRBs, and I do think that it's a mental health condition for you. I do think sincerely that you should follow up on this. But doesn't it cause you problems as a woman? Isn't the stereotype of the woman has to be beautiful and have, manicures and pedicures, and isn't this harder for you?
I mean, I do get told to clean my nails constantly. I constantly get told to clean my nails. Clean your nails, use the nail file, clean your nails, use the nail file, clean your nails, stop picking, clean your nails, clean your nails.
Who's constantly telling you to do this?
The biddy in the other room.
So your roommate.
It's my excoriation disorder, you see.
It's your excoriation disorder.
That's what it's called.
Is that what you're going to tell her, that you actually have a disorder and you're going to work on it from here on out?
I just say I'm a skin picker. I always say, I'm a skin picker. I can't stop. I'm a skin picker. I'm a skin picker. I can't stop. But also, why are my nails always dirty? Like, they're always just dirty underneath, because I think I rub it on my pants, or I rub it on my shirt, and then I just get dirty nails just from rubbing all the time.
I think part of the problem is that you only take one shower a year.
Yeah. And I don't use the actual shower. I go in a fountain.
Is it the Friends fountain that everybody is convinced is actually in New York City when it's actually in a lot in LA?
Yeah, that's not in New York City, that fountain.
I want you to know, Michelle, I'll be there for you.
Shut up. Don't even. I can't stand those Friends t-shirts. I can't stand those Friends t-shirts. Friends is an old show. Stop wearing those Friends t-shirts. Please stop wearing those Friends t-shirts. Okay? Please. Don't wear a Friends t-shirt.
What do you want them to wear instead?
And don't wear a NASA shirt either. I can't stand those NASA shirts.
Why do you hate NASA?
No, I have no problem with NASA, but NASA doesn't get the money from the NASA t-shirts. Do you know that? They don't get the money from the NASA t-shirts, and everyone's just walking around wearing a NASA shirt. Oh, I'm supporting NASA. No, you're not, because NASA doesn't even get the money from the NASA shirts. Stop wearing a NASA shirt. Stop wearing a Friends t-shirt. Take those shirts and burn them. Stop wearing those shirts.
Imagine if you had the same conviction about stopping chewing your feet and picking your skin and making yourself bleed.
If people will stop wearing Friends t-shirts and NASA t-shirts, I will stop picking my skin and making my nails bleed.
But are you willing to make a 1-for-1? Like, if I stop wearing my Friends and NASA t-shirt, will you stop?
No, you don't even have a Friends and NASA t-shirt, and if you do, I'm going to slap you in the face.
That's violent.
Those Friends t-shirts make me want to slap people in the face.
What sucks? The whole time you're yelling this, your face is turned into a different color, and in my head, the Friends theme is playing over your rant. So for me, it's just been a wonderful experience. And I would recommend to all of our listeners that you back up about a minute and a half or whatever right before she starts, and then turn on the Friends theme kind of low, and then just kind of go with it. I'll be there for you. And I'll get the money from the NASA shirts when the rain starts to fall. I just think that would be fantastic. This is the part of the show where Michelle is angry, but luckily she's chewing her nails so she can't yell at me. Michelle, it's just a yes or no question. I'm seriously curious. After all the research for this episode, after all of the work, after everything that we've learned, after everything that we've did in this wonderful, enlightening conversation, yes or no explanation. Are you going to follow up with a mental health therapist, or are you good?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Michelle has made her choice, but you can make a different one. Remember that body-focused repetitive behaviors are treatable. Just follow up with your general practitioner, your psychiatrist, your therapist. Get some help. Don't let the front page of Google stop you from getting the help that you need. You have been listening to A Bipolar, A Schizophrenic, and a Podcast. Wherever you downloaded this episode, please subscribe or follow. It is 100% free. And do us a favor and tell someone about this show. Word of mouth, text message, share the show. And if you're interested in my book, Mental Illness is an Asshole and Other Observations, you can of course get it on Amazon, but you can also go to GabeHoward.com and grab a signed copy with free swag.
Even better than that, if you're interested in the first clothing line started by a schizophrenic New Yorker, go to my online store at schizophrenic.nyc.
Michelle and I both travel nationally as speakers. You can find out more information on our respective websites. And we have to give some love to our sponsor. You can save 10% on your first month of online therapy just by going to betterhelp.com/BSP22. See you next Tuesday.
Band-Aid!
You've been listening to A Bipolar, A Schizophrenic, and a Podcast, Season 2. Previous episodes can be found on your favorite podcast player or by visiting thisemotionallife.org/BSP. Have comments or show ideas? Hit up the show at bsp@thisemotionallife.org. Gabe and Michelle are not medical professionals. This podcast is not a substitute for medical advice and is for entertainment purposes only. If you need help, please call your doctor, emergency services, the National Suicide Hotline at 1-800-273-8255, or text HOME, HOME, to 741-741. Thank you for listening.
I can't believe you can touch your nose with your tongue. It's incredible.
Well, I kind of have a big nose, so it's easier.
Maybe you have a long tongue.
I get no complaints.